VCrackU provide all the previous year paper for all the IBPS exams like IBPS PO, Clerk, RRB, SO and etc. with detailed solution. For that, you only need to Google search CrackU IBPS previous year paper. Click on the first link and access the PDF of the paper. Hi friends, welcome to our channel CrackU RRB SSC Banking Exam. In today's video, we will be discussing a preparation strategy for IBPS Clerk. That is, how to prepare for IBPS Clerk in just 30 days. As you all know, we are having IBPS Clerk prelims in December, as there are 3 dates for prelim, that is 5th of December, 12th of December and 13th of December. After you get your admit card, you can know that on which day you are having your examination, but till then let's consider the nearest date, that is 5th of December. So with this, we are having nearly 30 to 40 days for the prelims. So how shall we prepare? Like, shall we work on our concept or shall we work on basic? We just need to get the right tricks to solve co-answer reasoning, or what shall our strategy be? So let us discuss the strategy for IBPS Clerk. First of all, what is the cutoff? As knowing the cutoff will help you in determining a number of attempts, like attempts of question. For the clerk exam, we have state-wise cutoff. So taking the lowest and the highest, this is the range of the cutoff. You can consider this, that you need to attempt at least 75 questions to clear IBPS Clerk prelims. Except Gujarat, the cutoff of Gujarat in 2019 was 27. So after cutoff, let us see what is the exam pattern. So there are 3 subjects, you all know this, that is reasoning, quants and English. In reasoning and quants, you get 35 questions each, carrying 35 marks, that is one question contains 1 marks. And time allotted is 20 minutes, that is 20 minutes for reasoning, 20 minutes for quants and 20 minutes for English. In English, you have 30 questions carrying 30 marks. So the number of questions, that is the total number of question is 100, carrying total number of marks to be 100, and the time given is 60 minutes. So remember, this 60 minutes is divided in sectional time, that is 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. That means you need to work on all the sections. You just can't be very good in reasoning so that you can complete the reasoning very fast and save your time and give that time in other subject. No, you have to be equally good in all the 3 subjects. That is reasoning, quants and English. So we have discussed about the positive marking, that is for 1 question right you get +1. Similarly, there is even a negative marking, that is 1/4 is your negative marking. For every wrong answer, you will get -0.25, and for unattempted question, there is no negative marking. VCrackU provide free mock test for IBPS Clerk prelims exam. For that, you only need to Google search CrackU IBPS Clerk mock. Click on the first link and start the mock. After completing the mock, you get a complete detailed analysis with the solution and percentile. After analyzing the cutoff and the exam pattern, one thing for the sure is you need 2 things to qualify this examination. One is accuracy and the other is speed. You need to be very good at calculation and solving problem so that you solve the problem accurately, so you can score +1 in every question, and your speed, as you need to solve 35 questions in 20 minutes. I am talking about the sectional, or you need to solve 100 questions in 60 minutes. So that is even like not like 1 minute per question, it is less than that. So your speed should be very good. And how can you improve this? There's only one way to improve, and that is practice a lot of questions. First work on the concept of the question and then practice as many as question possible. And as you're going near to the examination, then you need to start appearing for mock test. So after this, let's see the stepwise plan. Like if I'm starting just now, I've not yet started for IBPS clerk prelims, or I've been busy with some other exam. So what shall first step be? First, take a mock test. Simply just take a mock test and evaluate yourself whether you are performing good, what is your weaknesses, what is your strength. This is only possible when you take a mock test. So your first step should be, if you have just started preparing, let's make this, you started preparing and you were already preparing. So first take a mock test, evaluate whether you are good or bad, what is your weaknesses, what is your strength. And if you were already preparing, take 2 mock tests each day. Like see, if you are already preparing, then give 2 mocks a day. Now after analyzing your weaknesses and strength, remember to work on it. For example, let's take any random date. It's 25th of October. I gave a mock test. After analyzing the mock test, I found that I'm weak in solving puzzles. So for that particular day, that is on 25th, my sole target must be to solve as many as puzzles that is possible and to work on the concept that I don't know, so that I can improve my section where I am weak. And if you have just started preparing, then give 1 mock and find your weak section and then work on it for the entire day. Now determine your attempts. Chalo, if you are all prepared and you know that you can attempt all the 35 questions in each section or 30 questions in English, then not a problem. But if you think time management is little tough, as you have very less time and you need to solve lots of questions, and maybe you are not that good in the solving process, so you must determine, you first check the cutoff of your particular state wherever you have filled the form for the last 3 years. After doing that, analyze like what is the range. Is it from 65 to 75 or 75 to 80? So whatever is the range, let us consider 80. So 80 is the cutoff. So you can expect the cutoff to be more or less around 80. So make sure when you give a mock, you at least do 80 questions correctly. That can be like 25 from English, 30 from quants and 25 from reasoning, or any other combination, but at least do 80 questions. So make sure these 80 questions you are even able to do in your examination. So this is determining your attempts, that whatsoever is the paper, I am at least gonna do 80 questions. As always remember, if the paper is tough for you, then it's tough for everyone. So just don't be like the paper was very tough in my shift. So if it was tough in your shift, so you will obviously have normalization. And always remember, the questions in IBPS clerk prelims are very easy. So you can do this. Just keep practicing. Now after analyzing your attempts and cutoff marks of previous year, the other thing you do is you solve all the memory based paper of bank clerk exam, at least of 2019 or even this year. And after solving, analyze the difficulty level and the question. Now let us see what is the syllabus. This has been the stepwise preparation. Here we have learned that first we need to give a mock test to evaluate ourselves, that where I am standing. After that, know your weaknesses and strength. If you are weak at something, work on that, improve your weakness. And after that, if you are already preparing, then give 2 mocks a day. That can help you build up your speed. Now the syllabus for reasoning. As you can see, I have given here the syllabus, like what is the major topics and even the distribution, that is question distribution. So let us see. first, in reasoning we get 2 to 3 puzzles. At the max you can get 4 puzzles, and they are easy type, and each set of puzzle, that is one set of puzzle, has 5 questions in that. So the total question is, if it is 2 to 3 puzzle, then the number of question will be 5 to 10, and if there is 4 puzzle, then the number of question will be 20. And what type of puzzle they are? They are linear sitting arrangement, circular sitting arrangement, month based, 4 based, and these type of arrangement questions. So you can see the total number of questions in reasoning is 35, and from puzzles we get nearly 15 to 20 questions. That is maximum number of questions we get from puzzle. So practice puzzles, start solving puzzles as much as possible. Then comes inequalities, you get 2 to 5 questions. Coding decoding, you get 5 questions, that is of generally old pattern type. You get blood relation and direction sense, 2 to 3 questions from them. Silogs, you get 5 questions, and other miscellaneous, that is alphanumeric series and sometimes number series or alphabetical series, order and ranking, and you get 5 to 10 questions from this MISC topic. Now mostly the questions are easy, so practice solving at least 5 puzzles in 12 minutes. Remember to set a timer, as there are very less time remaining for the examination, so you need to start solving the puzzles with a timer set. So after reasoning, let's see what is the topic in quants and what is the topic distribution. So you get DI, generally you get one set of DI in clerk prelims. It will be 1 to 2, that is one set has 5 questions, so you will get 5 to 10 questions from DI. That DI can be table type, bar graph, pie chart, Casslet type, or any other. Other is number series, which may be both missing number series or wrong number series, and you get 5 questions from number series. Other is simplification and approximation, they are very easy type in scoring, and you get nearly 10 questions from them. Quadratic equation, you get 5 questions from quadratic equation, and other missed question, that is from time and work, profit and loss, mensuration, speed and distance, man and work, speed, time and distance, and these type of question, and you get nearly 10 questions from this. So your concept is required, you must know how to solve each and every question, and always remember, don't get stuck in a problem. You have 20 minutes to solve 35 questions. So you are solving a question, you have solved nearly 15 questions, but now you are stuck at one question and you wasted your precious 3 minutes in this question. Then other remaining question, that is the rest of the questions, you will not be able to attempt them. Maybe that the remaining questions are easy and that is solvable, but still you will lack time and you will not be able to attempt that. So don't do that, don't waste time. If you are stuck in a question, leave that question, as unattempted question does not have any negative marking. So if you are stuck at something, leave that and move to the next question. Don't give any question more than 30 seconds or more than 20 seconds. Read the question, if you are able to solve it, do it and move to the next. So for quants, work on your weaknesses and solve at least 40 questions in 20 minutes. I know in exam you need to solve 35 questions in 20 minutes, but at home at least solve 40 questions in 20 minutes, as if you are working on a difficult level, then the easy level will be the easiest for you. So after quants, let's see the topic distribution for English verbal. First is reading comprehension. You get one reading comprehension and it contains generally 7 to 10 questions. Other is cloze test. If it is there in the paper, then you get 5 questions from them, and if it is not there, then 0 questions. Remember, there are different shift of examination, so it's not like in one shift you get all the type of question. No, in some shift maybe you get reading comprehension, para jumble, fill in the blanks and error. In other shift of the examination you get reading comprehension, cloze test, fill in the blanks. So it is this way, but reading comprehension is must. It comes in every shift. The other is para jumble. You get 5 questions from them. Fill in the blanks, you get 0 to 8 questions, and error detection you get 5 questions from them, and miss, that is misspelled, connectors, synonym, antonym, sometimes idioms and phrases. You get nearly 5 to 10 questions from them. And there's only one way to improve your verbal section, that is reading articles and newspaper. Read as many as newspaper possible, and just not like reading and you're not researching about it. First read a newspaper, take the Hindu editorial, read it. You found a word, you don't know the meaning of the word, underline that, search the meaning of the word, and try to understand the editorial section. The editorial section will improve your reading comprehension. Finding words like this can improve your misspelled, synonym, antonyms, idiom, phrases, and even cloze test. Reading all in all improves your parajumble, fill in the blanks, and even error detection. So one way to improve your English is reading articles and newspaper. So there are always two kind of candidate, majorly one who are working and preparing for the examination, that is with job, and the other who is full time preparing. Or there may be like one who studies at night or one who studies at day. So you know yourself the best that what kind of student you are. So for the next 30 days make a power packed routine for yourself and stick to it. Just don't make the routine and keep it aside. Stick to it. At least give 6 to 8 hours a day, dividing it into two parts, that is one for mock test and analysis of that, and the other is for practicing and working on your weaknesses. And remember, always avoid negative marking and even getting stuck in a question. These are the two things that can pull down your marks. So avoid negative marking and getting stuck in a question. Till then, all the best and keep practicing. Hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, share and comment. And yes, we also provide all the previous year paper of IBPS exams, and even we also provide the mock test for IBPS clerk exam. For that you only need to Google search CrackU IBPS clerk mocks. Till then, please like, share and comment to our channel and even subscribe, and for more updates press the bell icon. Thank you.